Word, Module 9, Textbook Project 9-1. Go ahead and click Start. On the left-hand side, you have your reading information. In the middle, your start file, and you need a support file. Make sure you upload that and save it to your data files. So I'm going to click the Start file, Open, Enable Editing, and we'll continue with working in Outline View. So choose View and Outline, and the ribbon will change so that it's all indicating features for the outline ribbon. So right now you should have the all show formatting text. That should be on, and the first line only, we're going to turn it on just for a minute. So it has the paragraph broken down detailed, and when I choose first line, it's only going to show this manual represents, and this will be hidden, and then it'll show just refer to summary, and the other two lines will be hidden. So the reason why it's hidden is so that you can see things a lot clearer in a reduced format, and then uncheck it so that it's not it shows everything. So we'll scroll down and we'll click the plus button next to printed materials, and it selects everything related to printed materials. And I want to do the same thing to online venues, so hold Shift and click online venues. So it should select everything from printed materials and online venues. Right now it's at level 1. We're going to demote it to level 2. Okay, now Control A, select everything, and choose the expand button, which it's probably already expanded, so that's fine. And then we'll select advertising and promotion, the plus button, so it selects everything that's related to advertising promotion, and it stops at the new one, personnel. And what we want to do is collapse everything so we can see it clearer. So I'm going to click the collapse button once, twice. So it just shows you level 1 and 2. And I'll do the same thing for personnel. Collapse once, twice. So we have introduction, advertising, promotion, and personnel. I want to switch these two. I want personnel before advertising. So with it selected, click the up arrow once, twice, 3 times, and it shows everything. It shows personnel immediately under introduction. So now we'll click the printed materials plus button, and then we'll choose expand so that you can see everything underneath it, and expand again so you show everything that's under printed materials. And then we want to select counter items, so it's just counter items, and then on your keyboard just press delete. So then you can click the close outline view, similar to closing header footer, and then deselect so nothing is selected. And then Control Home, that'll take you to the top of the document. And you have these little triangles that appear to the left of the titles, and what happens is if you click it, it's going to hide the paragraph underneath it. So if you click that, it hides it. So it just shows you the level 1 heading, and if you click it, it returns that paragraph. So that's another way to collapse and expand. You can also expand and collapse a different way. If you right-click on Introduction, you'll get Expand and Collapse, and you'll select Expand All Headings. So I could also, just to show you, expand, collapse, I could collapse all headings. So it's just showing the outline view of each one, and then I can get it all back by choosing expand all headings. So that's all of them instead of just one, which was the little triangle. Also, if you click View tab, and then you can choose in the navigation checkbox, and then you can click headings, and it's showing it as an outline view on the left hand side in your navigation pane. And then we'll select branch staff, and it takes you right to where that branch staff is on page 3 of 5. It takes you right to that heading. And what we'd like to do is we want to bring it above workshop leaders. So just drag so that it's above it. So you just switch the orders of it, and it does it not only in the navigation window, but it also did it in the document itself. So it switched the paragraphs. And then if you click pages, you get little thumbnails of all 5 pages of the document. And you can click thumbnail 1, which is, you can scroll up. So that's page 1. And then we'll select the word summary in the second paragraph. And what we want to do is cross-reference this to the last page, which is the summary of the report, and you want to get it from one place to another. It's like setting a bookmark in your internet web pages. So what you'll do is you'll click the Insert tab, and then in the Links group, choose Cross-Reference. And then you'll select for the reference type, heading, and then you'll scroll down to where summary is at the bottom, and then click Insert and close. And you just have to put a space bar in there between the word summary and 2. And then if you hover over it now, it's a link. And if you hold Control and click it, it takes you to the bottom of the end of the report, which is page 5, directly to that summary. Then Control Home, which always takes you to the beginning of the document. And at the end of the first paragraph, it says arrange the physical space. So select that, arrange the physical space. And then we're going to choose links. And then you'll select place in this document. And where we want this link to go to is workshop organization. And then click OK. And again, you have the link. You can see that it's changed blue. So if you hover over it, there's the command to get to it. Control click. And it'll take you right to that title of workshop organization. The next thing we're going to do is open up that file, because we're going to be referring to that shortly. So the first thing you want to do is, if you want, you can turn off the show hide paragraph symbol. So I'm going to turn that off. So open up the support file, and that was the workshop images. And you want to scroll down so that you can see all 3 pictures are visible. And then what you'll do is you'll select in View, switch windows, and you'll select the document that we're currently working on. Back to your workshop organization. And you are going to click headings, and then you want to go to advertising and promotion. And then there's a phrase that says advertising and screenshots. Again, make sure you don't delete. So I'm just going to show you the show hide. Don't delete the paragraph symbol. So and then press delete. And then you'll click Insert, Screenshot, and the one that was just open, you're going to select that. And what happens here, so I'm going to go back to switch windows, so View, and then switch windows to the support file, the images, and I just turned off the navigation window so that it didn't take up so much space. So I just turned it off, and then go back to the document that we're working on, and you're in the area right before printed materials, and you'll click Insert, screenshot, and you'll actually take the entire screenshot. So normally what I would do is do the screen clipping, but they want to show you another way to fix the picture. So when you do that, you get everything in the picture and you don't want all of that. So they want to introduce cropping. So if you click the top part of crop, you have markers and you hover until you get like an upside down T, and then you drag it down and do the same thing on the left. So you're cropping the picture so that you're not getting everything on the bottom. Whoops. Wait for that upside down T and then crop it. And then click crop to close it. So you get everything out of the way. It'd been a lot quicker if we just did, but that's for the next picture. And then we're going to size it. So go ahead and choose the size dialog box launcher, and they want you to deselect the locked ratio, and the height will be 3.37, and then tab, and the width will be 5, and OK. And they also want it the picture border, so select picture border, and they want black text 1, and then we'll go to the home tab and center. Then we'll go back to the other document, so view, and go back to switch windows, your support file, and you want to scroll down to see the other two pictures on the second page, two conference rooms, and then switch back to our document, and we are going to go to the workshop setup right down here, and then again set up screenshot. So we're going to again make sure that you don't delete that extra space, that paragraph symbol, so it's just to the T. Press delete. This time we're going to use insert screenshot, and we're going to actually use the screen clipping, so we don't have to worry about that cropping. So go ahead and click screen clipping, wait till it fades, and then go ahead and select the two pictures and let go. I think that way is a lot easier. And then just click away from the picture. So you can go back to view, go back to switch windows, go back to your support file and close out. You don't need to save it. Back in our 9-1 assignment, control home, which always takes you to the top of the screen, and we're going to click the home tab, and then we'll choose replace, and it should say find what, and we're going to type in JCL talent for find, and then we'll for the replace, it's still going to be JCL talent, but what we want to do is take the plain text JCL talent and replace it with the JCL talent but in bold. So you'll click the more button, choose format, font, and select bold, and it's going to put it in bold, and then click OK, and you can see underneath that the plain text that has no format will now have bold format. You can click find next. It takes you to the first one, and then we'll do replace all, and there should be 16 replacements, and you can already see it right there that is in bold now. So OK and close. And you can see that JCL has been replaced in bold. And then just deselect so nothing's selected. Go back to the replace button. And what we're going to do is press in the find what, click special, or you can press delete so it goes away, and then go into special, and then what you want to look for is what's called M dash, and it gives a symbol in there. Press tab, and what we want to replace it with is the N dash. So go back to, you can press delete and go back to special and choose N dash. So the difference between an M dash and an N dash is the M dash is much longer, where the N dash is a smaller, more like a hyphen. And then we'll choose, we don't want anything, we don't want it bold, so choose no formatting, so that goes away. And then you can choose find next, and then there you see that the longer one, that's an M dash, and it's going to be, you can see it again here, it's going to be changed to a N dash, which is just like the size of a hyphen. So go ahead and choose replace all, and there should be 2 of them, and then click OK.